in a landscape class. I did from several masterpieces of Qibaishi created this of my own version of a town poem, returning home when I was old. Anyway, you can watch that video about this painting. Now I'm going to show you the finishing touch, which is to mount it with dry mounting process. The material we're going to use is a silicone film, which is a heat activated adhesive, coming with a release paper. We call it silicone paper. But this paper is not meant to last forever. It's just for easy handling. And backing paper, which is designed to create a scroll or just a backing. It's a cotton paper with a rough surface and shiny finish on the back. This is about, I will estimate, about 80 pounds, something like that. It's not very thick, so you can roll it we make a scroll. Alternatively, you can use watercolor paper, or for a cheaper solution than watercolor paper, if you have a large painting. I have a customer in Sweden or Europe asking me about this, and I got this from the Hobby Lobby or Michael's, I forgot. You can get from online probably. This is the Cancer, I think, XL. Canson XL, mixed media, multimedia paper. It's 98 pounds. Let's see how it works. I bought this long time ago, but I haven't used it because I feel it's too thick for making scrolls. But for framing, it should be fine. You can still roll it as you see here, but it's thicker than this. It's like a single versus double, almost like that. But it's still on the light side, not like 140 pounds. The 98 pound multimedia. Well, you can use this kind of drawing paper. Okay, so we estimate. We can just use this. So it should be a little larger than the painting. As a backing paper, and then we cut it off. I hope I can use for two paintings maybe. So this is 36. The painting is about 18. Yeah, perfect. So, okay, let's do it. I will cut it into two. And I use a roller blade. You can get this kind of from fabric stores. Okay. And then I cut the paper into half. No, I think I'll save one for future use. I'll just use my knife. Maybe. The first thing I'm going to do is to mount the silicone film onto this backing paper. We need to use a felt, not felt. I was thinking something else because someone emailed me asking for rescue work because she used the regular iron board on the table. I mean, as a pad. That won't work because it's too heavy, too soft. Felt may or may not work, but depends. But the one thing I don't like felt is that if you get a silicone film on the felt, it's hard to remove. So I use the denim cloth, 4 layers. You can get from fabric stores. I have been using this for like 10 years. Good investment. And I think it should be the rough side, but I'm not sure which side. There is a little difference. Maybe it doesn't matter. So there's a rough side, the shiny side, but the inside is shiny. I use the back side. Okay, so I put this silicone on the rough side. The rough side gives a little more teeth. Oh, this is a little larger. You know what I mean by avoid sticking on the felt or the pad. You want to make sure, because if this happens on this cloth, I just rub it off with my finger easily, no problem. And the iron I set between silk and the wool. I don't know the temperature. Officially it says 180 Fahrenheit if you use a press machine, but we don't have press machine, so we don't have to water. Just to activate the adhesive. Okay. Now it's flat, Yeah, see, that's the silicone film. And just make sure. It doesn't matter. My painting will not touch the cloth. So I'm going to now release. I can cut off this extra, so it will not give me any trouble on the ironing surface. If you have this kind of film on your cloth, it will become adhesive when you activate it with heat. It will stick on something. So I cut this extra off, just in case. Don't need that. And I just release this. This paper comes with the silicone film. Now it's laminated. It has a plastic surface, and it's not sticking until I re-iron it. Now I prepared the painting. The painting is not wet anymore. Sometimes it's still damp when I do this. So I need to dampen it, to kind of relax the paper a little bit. Use a very fine mist sprayer, water sprayer. So I spray outside the working surface. You don't want any moisture goes on the cloth, the backing, the padding. So you want to spray outside the table, just a little bit like you would use, you would iron a shirt. Just a little sprinkles for water. And sometimes, if you have more wrinkle, you can spray quite a bit of water and then iron it before you so this, let me show you what I'll do. Just kind of iron the painting. Excuse me. You see, I use this release paper as a protecting sheet, but it may not work really make it flat because you have some kind of waves still. But if you have like a fault and creases, it might help. But then I would spray a little more. I think maybe if you're experienced, you don't have to iron this unless there's a major creases, like it has been folded, sent to you in an envelope from somewhere, then you may have to iron it. So otherwise, just spray some water and then put on this prepared backing paper with the silicone film facing up. Make sure it's not facing down. So facing up, yeah. And then protect the painting with this release paper. That's exactly the size of the surface, this sticking surface. I want to make sure it's covered by it's all, within the adhesive. It should be a little bit smaller or exact. A little bigger is fine. Yeah, a little bigger. This is actually a little bigger. Okay. Now I iron from the center out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also go like a circular movement without lifting the iron, just like this, and going to drive the air out. Okay, don't have to press that much, but you want to keep it even. Don't lean the iron like that or that, unless you have a purpose doing that to remove a wrinkle or something. I normally don't do that. Just you see some sand from the dried mineral paints. That's okay. Sometimes, it may stick on this paper, but if you have stains on, if you don't have this protecting sheet, the drop off of the paints may stain the painting. You don't want to have that. That's why you're safer to keep a clean, paper, the release paper on top of the painting. That's always a good idea. Or you can use a clean drawing paper or newsprint. See, this is the advantage. It doesn't stick on the extra silicone margin here. If you have a regular paper, it might stick on it and sometimes create a little trouble to separate them. And you see there's still minor wrinkles, but mostly are flat. What I do is because I didn't spray enough, maybe the corner there. So I spray some more water, just relax the painting. If you had a lot of wrinkles, you spray some water and let it relax a little bit, then you iron it again. You might minimize it. May not completely remove, but it will certainly help. Because this area had some sand, that's why I didn't iron enough, I think. I feel the bumps, but I will crush them from the mineral color. Just crush them. Okay. Now it's perfect. I think you don't. A little bit minor wrinkle doesn't really bother me. It shows the texture of the fine paper. But if you're a perfectionist, you can certainly try to make it perfect, wrinkle-free, with more spray and ironing. Like that. Don't keep iron on dry. It won't help, first of all, and also if you overdo that, you might burn the paper. So make sure there's some moisture to help create some steam, but don't use steam on your iron. It's a dry mountain, not steam iron. Okay, that's it. Let's see how it looks like. Sometimes it stick on the margin. Just be careful. Wait it dry, cool a little bit, and you can lift it because this paper does not supposed to stick. Oh, I think I used the wrong side. Maybe. Oh, actually, doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the right side. So either side should work. You know. So any other paper may also work just to protect the stains. Otherwise, you will see this kind of stains on the painting from the iron, you know, because there are some grains on the surface. So here's the finished work, and you can look at them on our website or in my Facebook or Instagram. And if you want to join the class, go to ChineseBrushPainting.ling.com. I put a link in the video description later, or join our Zoom class. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.